Welcome to the Turtle Club. All right, what up, y'all?
What up?
Hey, how's it going?
We are the host of the Turtle Club. Welcome to episode 11.
It's the Turtley Boys. We're back.
We're the Turtle Team.
Stop.
The Turtle-tastic.
Stop.
Turtastic Trio.
Hello, everyone. Our whole thing is that we pick one movie, and we watch it at least once a week for an entire year.
That's right.
This year is Kangaroo Jack. We are 10 months into this. It's the beginning of the 11th month into this. Of watching Kangaroo Jack, 2003. My name is Eli, and I have watched Kangaroo Jack a total of 58 times.
My name is Michael, and I've seen it 75 times.
Oh, wow, you're catching up. My name's Dave. I've seen it 79 times. I almost got to 80, but I couldn't.
I'm not catching up. I'm not, Dave. I don't know. I think it's been kind of hinted at the last few episodes, but I'm dropping out of the 100 race.
So I won the bet.
Sure. And I do want to point out, at the beginning of the year, we did say it wasn't a bet. We're in this as a partnership. But you won.
Yeah,
you
but
won.
if it was, Dave would win.
Right,
I
if it was a competition, Dave would win. You're not getting me to watch this movie 25 more times in these next 2 months, okay? It's not happening. Don't even try.
To our normal listeners, you might notice that we do not have a guest this month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
We did have a guest, but they were an asshole and backed out.
Yeah, and we'll get into that
not
in
an
a
asshole,
little bit.
but...
They're an asshole, and I unfollowed them on Twitter. That's how mad I was.
Wow, that's rude.
Whoa.
Damn,
You're
that's real.
fucking crazy.
Can I say who it was?
Well, don't say a name. Just say what they're known for.
Yeah.
Well, okay. It's going to be really hard to find him. This dude on Twitter does shower food reviews, and we had it all booked to fucking have him on. I communicated with him back and forth for a while. I donated money to get his attention so that he would get on.
$5.
It was $10 total.
God.
And he said he would be on. We communicated about it multiple times, and he fucking ghosted us.
Yeah, we're pretty bummed about that.
Yeah.
And I was so excited. I have some kangaroo jerky.
Oh, wow.
And
I didn't know that was a thing.
I was thinking it'd be fun to send it to him so he could review it in the shower. But no, I just, you know what? I'm gonna eat that fucking kangaroo jerky.
Yeah,
fuck
fuck
that
him.
guy. How are we all doing before we get into this?
Not great, man. This movie's rough. I don't want to do this anymore.
I mean, I keep mentioning it, especially since we picked the movie for next year, but it really does help thinking about next year already, because it takes me more away from the crap fest.
I'm not doing good.
Really? Why?
So I mentioned this the last episode a little bit, but every October I try to see how many like horror movies I could watch like in the month of October. This year I did break my record. I got 67.
Yeah.
Which I'm really stoked about, but that could have been more.
It could have been at least 71.
It could have been more with these fucked up movies. I had to watch Kangaroo Jack.
That's the real horror.
Did you just do the bare minimum?
No, well, yeah, I did the bare minimum, but I'm at 6 viewings, so I guess, like, did we record early last time, and then we're recording late this time?
Yeah, we did. The schedule's a little wonky.
Yeah. I apologize to the fan.
The fan.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that, too.
Yeah, this is going to be a very different kind of episode, everybody. Probably a lot shorter as well.
Yeah. It's more just meta how
and it's
going to
be very cynical. I'm going to warn you people that this is going to get a bit dark.
No, dark is dramatic. It's going to just be negative, I would say.
Like,
I feel like it's just going to be a good release for us because we don't really have to kind of like.
We've
I don't know,
discussed.
at least you don't have to fake it.
We have discussed how this podcast is very therapeutic for us when we get to record.
It really is.
It has gotten not to be the case.
We've lost that a little bit.
It's just...
I feel like it's just the movie.
I don't know.
I really do feel like it's the movie.
Again, this is what we want to discuss. So today, instead of having a very traditional episode, either Michael or I proposed, I forget who it was, that we do sort of more of a meta roundtable, sort of discuss the state of the podcast and how it has us feeling.
It's a channel update.
Kind of, yeah, honestly. So if you guys don't want to hear us be super negative and talk shit about
I need to also say I would be surprised if we talk anything about the movie much this month.
I mean, I have a small amount to say.
Right, like it's going to be very, very, very minimal.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know, for those of you who are interested in the social experiment aspect of this, like what it does to our psychology, you might find this interesting. But
if you're a fan of Kangaroo Jack, you'll be disappointed.
If you're someone who's here to actually listen about the movie, I'm sorry, this is not going to be the episode for you.
Yeah.
So just to, how do we want to start this discussion? Do we? We had an email.
Yeah, let's start with the email. Yeah.
Let's start positive.
Yeah, This is a nice email.
All right.
I'm going to say their first name is Scotty.
Scotty.
Thanks, Scotty.
Good morning to the titular Turtles team.
Hey.
My name is Scott. I've been catching up on your show over the last few weeks, and now I am caught up. I know it's been a difficult time for you the last year, so I figured I'd say some words of encouragement. Keep going. Man.
Yeah.
Kangaroo Jack sounds like it's breaking your spirits, and I'm here to let you know that I have your sorry, that made me laugh. I'm here to let you know that now that I have your show, I cannot go without it. I'm very excited for Tammy and the T-Rex next year. I have never heard of this movie before, which I would assume most of our audience has not.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I will certainly watch it after the first episode of next year.
Yeah.
The big subject of debate in recent... Oh, this is kind of mean. In recent episodes is about Dave's interview segment. I believe that I'm going to be the first to take neither Dave nor Michael's side on this. I'm actually going to side with Eli.
Yeah.
I agree with Eli that while it was great for Dave, he put a lot of time and effort into learning something new, he ultimately failed to make something worth listening to.
Wait, why is that? Why is that my side?
It actually does do a lot to show off why your show works, though. Your show could easily be an uninteresting back and forth in that same sort of flow back. Same sort of flow of back, but instead, the chemistry between all three hosts is what makes it work. Okay, I'm going to leave out that part. I'll tell you guys it later. I'll tell you later. Which I think is true, and I just also want to point out, me, Eli, and Dave Eli and Dave have known each other literally their whole lives, and I've known them for like 10 years now, so that makes sense why we have chemistry. A lot of other emailers seem to pick their favorite host, but I think all three of you are my favorite. The show would not work if it wasn't for Dave and Michael's debates and Eli there to keep the two of you from taking it all too seriously. Now I watched Kangaroo Jack for the first time for you three shitheads, so I'm going to put this to use. My theory is that Australia is a form of purgatory, where everyone that enters is tested to see if they are worth living. Sort of like Australia is a continent-sized jigsaw trap. Jigsaw's ultimate test. You have entered Australia, mate. Now make your choice. Listen, I'm going to pause there. Okay. That's an excellent idea. I'm on board for that. It's like, that's listen, fun. Was it? Okay, I only watched the first 2 seasons of Lost, maybe 2.5. But wasn't the whole point that it was purgatory or something?
Spoilers.
Okay, the whole point of Lost is that it was purgatory. And
also a ghost monster.
That's early, though. That's season 1. And I agree. I think it's like Lost. I think Australia is where you go to be tested by Jigsaw, who in this world is like a god. Jigsaw has transformed himself into a godlike being and has turned Australia into his trapping grounds.
That's why you can only die there.
That's why you can only
what you're
die
saying
in Australia.
Was Jesse was in on it.
Yeah, and Jesse
was
in
on it. Now that is a very interesting thing you brought
Yeah,
up.
I've never seen Jesse and Amanda Young in the same room. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
that
fuck.
Amanda was in on it.
Hey, speaking of Jigsaw, I have a Billy the Puppet cup I'm drinking out of right now, and it's making recording this a lot easier.
Yeah.
Just want to give a shout out to the Saw series. Please sponsor us.
Yeah, maybe grumpy but gorgeous mug. So who's better?
And now for a separate theory for Master of Disguise. I want to point out that separate is the key word there because these two movies are not connected.
I feel like that's just a stab at me now.
I believe that, yes it is. I believe that Cherry Pie Man is Q from QAnon Conspiracy Theories. It is the only person that makes sense.
Wow. No. Let's hear this one out. I want to hear this one out.
No, I agree with that 100%.
No, I hear one out. It's just a fact, Dave.
Yeah, we're just saying facts. What was her name?
Scotty. There's a little bit more.
Scotty. Facts.
Thanks,
Absolutely killing that.
Okay, and then they had a question, and I forgot to ask you guys this, and so I guess we're just going to discuss it on here. Will there be another Hot Wing Challenge this year? I showed the last 5 minutes of the first one to my soon-to-be girlfriend, and we laughed a lot. Wait, hold on. I just had a funny thought. He's trying to... Wait, yeah, he's trying to, like, get with this girl, and he showed her us.
Scotty, bad approach.
This is a bad move, Scotty.
No.
Great
Listen, let's have some Riz classes here.
Yeah.
Scotty, soon-to-be girlfriend, you shouldn't be showing her the last 5 minutes of a fucking Master of Disguise commentary Hot Wing Challenge.
I mean, that sounds like you're just sharing your own interests. So, like, I call that a green flag.
Anyway, I would maybe be down for another Hot Wings challenge.
See, no, actually, since we're being a little meta about this, I actually have a suggestion. Can we do, like, a Vegemite challenge?
What the fuck?
What's the challenge?
You just eat it once?
You just eat a bunch of Vegemite, yeah.
I would... What? That's not hard.
I don't even know.
Alright, Eli, just cut this out. Cut this out. This guy's fucking useless.
No, fuck
I would do another Hot Wing challenge, but it might hurt
because
me.
it's dick all for you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we weren't doing it because you got your GERD.
I've developed a bad GERD problem in the last year, so I don't know if I can do it.
Caused it.
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
Kangaroo Jack caused your GERD.
It's a possibility.
No.
Well, it's a maybe. It's a maybe right now. We'll think about it.
Maybe we'll discuss it when we're not recording. I guess. I am down.
We can see if Alan wants to do it with us.
Yeah, I am down. This year though, we'd have to spend more money on a better wing challenge set because the Rick and Morty one sucked.
Yeah, those are really stupid.
Oh my god, I forgot how bad those sauces tasted.
Yeah, I still got them in my cabinet.
Dude, there wasn't even, like, the mild ones didn't even taste good. Like, they were all terrible.
There was like one or two that were all right, and the rest were just garbage.
Yeah, there were some really bad ones. And, like, thank God for Da Bomb.
I still have those in the closet. I still have those in the closet behind me, the Rick and Morty.
I think I threw them out. I think I also threw out Da Bomb recently.
I still have that somewhere.
I still have it.
I'm
the bomb wasn't that bad.
Touch that bottle. I'm like,
it wasn't that bad.
It really
Shut
was.
Up.
I fucking
It really was.
I was on recording. I have video evidence of me eating it, and I was fine.
Yeah, you also fucking had the weird, like, insane spice tolerance because you're a drunk.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Is
that the end of Scotty's email?
And then he just says, "Love you. Keep up the good work."
Thanks, Scott.
And then I replied and told him to go fuck himself, and we hate him. That's what I said.
That's fair.
No, that's the proper response.
Is that all of it? There was no, like, more back and forth?
That I responded to him, and he never responded because he's mean.
Wow, how dare you, Scotty? All right, Scotty, a few things here. Here, let me pull up the email myself. There was the things that I wanted to talk about here.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that Jigsaw theory, by the way. I'm just, like, on board.
Sure.
I want to know what that
fine.
section you left out was.
You can look at it. It's just kind of mean to someone, and I don't want to be mean.
I don't have... If it's mean to me, who cares?
It's not mean to you.
No, I think it... Well, also, okay, Dave, I'm going to read it out loud, and you tell me if I should censor this or not.
That's a better way of doing it.
It says, it was after talking shit about your thing. It said, no offense to Dave's friend Andrew, which I'm pretty sure is the wrong name.
Yeah, it's Adam.
Andrew, but he is not what the audience has signed on for.
That felt mean to him. Let's censor that. He's a nice guy. Let's censor that.
Let's leave it in.
No, I say we censor it. I feel bad.
It's Dave's friend. If Dave says leave it in, we'll leave it in.
Honestly, I feel like if you leave it in, I'm eventually gonna get a message from Adam, and he's just like, "Bro, fuck this Scott guy."
You mean Andrew? You mean Andrew?
Yeah. It's even funnier that he gets the name wrong. Scott, okay.
Yo, fuck this Steve dude.
Steve. Scott, you're absolutely correct. Kangaroo Jack is breaking our spirits.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I had a personal friend of mine tell me. She said, "On your latest episode, you just sounded so disinterested in recording." And I went, "Yeah,
yeah, a little bit."
Because we are. This shit sucks. It's funny that he is like, I've never heard of Tammy and the T-Rex, but I'm stoked.
Hey, that's a fun movie, man.
No, yeah, if there's
I've only seen it the once.
I think Tammy and the T-Rex is a movie that none of these people have ever heard of. It'll be our least listened to season, but we gotta do it. We have to do it.
Getting into that, this season our listenership has kind of taken a nosedive.
Yeah, it's already taken a nosedive, so we don't give a fuck anymore.
Hey, we've got core fans. I really appreciate that.
Well, that's the other thing. That's interesting. Is
sick perverts.
We are getting like half the listenership than we did for season 1, but we're getting like so many more emails.
Yeah, more fan interaction, which really, I'm not gonna lie,
people are recognizing me on the street. Yeah, dude. If someone stopped me the other day, they went, "You Dave," and I punched them in the face.
Yeah.
No, so that's interesting to me. I don't know why we're getting more emails. For better and for worse, I want to point out.
That jerk off email is gross.
The jerk off one is weird.
Totally with it.
I want to get through Scott's email. So yeah, it's breaking our spirits. That's funny that he wants to wait to watch the movie until after the first episode of next season.
Yeah, whatever.
I kind of like that.
No, I think that's an interesting approach. I kind of like that. Like, hear us talk about it first, then watch the movie.
Right.
Yeah. Or just do it like you listen to the podcast while watching the movie. That'd be fun.
So, like a commentary track? What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, we did do that. We did the Hot Wings thing for Master of Disguise.
Dumb.
You're dumb.
I'm a bit confused, Scotty, but when you say that you're taking my side in the debate...
Because you were neutral. He's saying he's neutral.
I'm not... I wasn't neutral.
Whose side were you on?
Mine.
I wasn't on either of your side.
That's neutral.
No. I wasn't... My feelings were not neutral.
What were your feelings?
My feelings are, like, basically this, that I think that it's an awesome thing that Dave is learning how to audio edit. I think that's a great skill to have.
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing.
You're done there.
Yeah.
Perfect. No notes.
And then I don't need to go into we've already discussed my feelings on the...
So it's exactly what Scotty said. That's exactly what Scotty said.
I'm saying, why is that my side? That's like everybody's opinion.
No, mine is just that it sucks and he didn't learn anything new because it was the easiest thing in the world. I'm not proud of Dave for doing that.
Me and Alan were both on this side. Me and Alan both said that's awesome.
Dude, fuck Alan. Don't bring Alan up. Fuck Alan.
And we have fans say the exact same thing. I don't think this is exclusively my position.
I think it is your position.
I think I represent, like, the majority here.
No, fuck you and fuck Dave. No.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, fuck Andrew.
Yeah, fuck Andrew, dude.
Fuck Andrew.
Shout out Nicole.
Yeah, dude, you know what? Fuck Nicole. No. She's not, that bitch isn't even listening anymore. She's not even listening.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
email us, Nicole. Email us and I'll Venmo you $20.
She might have dumped that guy and then just went, I'm keeping the podcast.
Email us and I'll Venmo you 20 goddamn buckaroos right now.
There was a couple that would listen to the show together and they broke up and now they have one of them got the podcast in the break.
Split custody of the podcast.
So just the guy, whatever his name was, not Nicole.
Yeah, they shut down their Spotify duo. Now they can't listen anymore.
Right.
All right. The one thing I did want to mention with Scott's thing is the thing that starts, like, in a way it actually does a lot to show off why your show works. It's kind of a veiled insult to Dave.
Oh,
but,
100%.
I'll kind of take it though. That's a good point. I mean, I'm glad to do what I did. I had fun doing it, but at the same time, you're kind of right.
Shows that Dave's a fucking idiot.
I think, like, again, I think this is a positive that can be come from this, because I think that's right. Because, like, honestly, a lot of podcasts and like YouTube channels and shit like that does come off like that, where it's just like two random people
boring.
having a conversation that like don't like, maybe it doesn't flow, or people
Or maybe
aren't a
too
fan
like
of it.
or too like scripted might not be the word, but maybe scripted where like we had no idea Dave was going to do that. Just so you guys know, we very rarely discuss the podcast before the podcast. Like, this is the most we've discussed it probably ever.
Yeah.
Like,
beforehand, and we just sent like 10 texts back and forth, I think.
Yeah, we try to like go into it at blind to each other.
Oh yeah,
And-
speaking of which,
and
who's going first or something?
We'll usually decide who the order of the notes beforehand.
Yeah, that's like two.
You know what's funny
messages.
though? As like our other friends that Discord with us a lot, they are funny because like they find out from all of us like what we're all doing.
Yeah. Jimmy, I just want to point out, no, hold on. Jimmy was on my side with Dave's bullshit, by the way. Jimmy was more mad about it than me, I think.
Oh, go to
I
hell.
doubt it. But
I feel like Christy would have had the same reaction as Eli. Just like, yeah, good job. It sucks, but good job.
I like my Master Disguise video last year. Christy
lot
and
of
Jimmy
effort.
knew about it for months.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I did not. I
I knew you were editing something, but you didn't tell me what.
Yeah, I was putting a lot of man hours into making a fucking 70-minute long video. Which, by the way, we've discussed it before, but that shit took a lot of effort.
How many?
Yeah,
views
not
do
as
you
much
have
as
on
Dave.
that?
I think it's at like 500 views or something.
That's
Not as much-
pretty commendable.
Not
More
as
than
much
I thought
effort
it would.
as Dave, pal.
Yeah.
Dave put
Yeah,
way
I
more
worked
effort.
hard having a friend come up with a theory and then just getting baked and just trying to make it work. Oh, it was hilarious.
But okay, then Scotty
Love
says
you,
a
Adam.
lot of other emailers seem to pick a favorite host, but I think all three of you are the favorite. That's really nice of you, Scotty, but we all know it's me.
Wow,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
All right,
Well,
let's move on. Let's move on.
No, it says the show would not work if it wasn't for Dave and Michael's debates and Eli there to keep you two from taking it all too
All right,
seriously.
let's just move on from this fucking Scotty email. Fuck Scotty. We're done with him.
No,
All right, Scotty doesn't know that
This
Fiona and me do in his van every
doesn't
Sunday. Okay.
Okay, that's good. But I do want to. I also like. I sometimes fans say things about me specifically, and I question. I'm like, really? Are you serious? Like, this person's saying that I'm here to keep you guys from taking it seriously. I think I take this very seriously.
No, you don't.
I,
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Last month, all you had was Jesse was in on it. What the
that
fuck
was
are
2
you-
months ago, and that
Oh,
was
still.
serious.
She
No.
was.
Yeah, I'm not saying she wasn't, but come on.
I feel like, I don't know, of the three of us, I feel like I take it the most seriously.
I think he means you keep it light.
Yeah, I get. You know what? You're right. That's probably what it is.
Plus, you do have like a good kind of like driving sense. I mean, we did Alan's podcast forever ago, and I remember you like jumping in every now and then and being like, "Oh yeah, okay, so it's this person's turn now, and then this person's turn." And I'm like, "Thank God you need that for us." But I mean, even Alan was just like, I got that. Don't worry."
I
Yeah.
felt bad on Alan's show. I didn't mean to do it. It was just a force of habit.
No, and you're not wrong. It's just kind of funny to watch. You're like the semi kind of leader of the group of us.
Also, if you want to hear some news about Alan, stick around for the end of the episode.
Yeah,
and I'm
for
gonna
all
give you
those
a hint.
Alan heads out there.
I'm going to give you a
Alan
hint.
heads.
It
all the-
involves
all the-
him and me getting married. That's
All
all
Yeah.
I
the
need to
double
say.
face fans out there.
There was a terrible car accident.
Yeah, it involves him and me getting married in a horrific car accident.
What is?
Have you ever seen The Godfather 1?
What is Alan's podcast called? Give Me Attention or Give Me Death? That's what it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Does he still do it?
He hasn't uploaded in a minute. It's been a couple months.
That guy does all sorts of weird stuff. I'm kind of excited to just know that dude.
Yeah, Alan's wonderful. Did you guys ever listen to his comedy album, The Dirt Men?
Yeah, it's a great album.
It was really funny. I really loved it. I told him that, but I feel like I didn't tell him enough. I hope he listens.
If he listens to this, he'll hear it. If not, he's a bad friend anyway. He didn't deserve to hear it. So.
Yeah, Alan. But yeah, Give Me Attention or Give Me Death, Alan. For those that don't know, we've had him on quite a few times as sort of a special guest. He watched The Cat in the Hat every day for a year.
Insane.
And then he's got a podcast about it. We were on an episode last year. You should go listen to it. I actually think it's one of the funniest that we've ever been on a show, on a recording.
Is that the one where I say the thing I shouldn't have said?
Yeah, and then he loops
Oh
it
my
a bunch.
god, he just dubs it a bunch. Yeah.
Okay, so I did for our listeners, I often slip and say things I probably shouldn't say on recording. This has already happened in this episode. And so Eli is usually nice enough and cuts them out. Alan was not nice enough to cut it out.
But yeah, Alan not only didn't cut it out, but he looped it.
Yeah.
But yes, we should move on to the actual discussion here. Just like anything we can to avoid.
Yeah, I can get us started. I can get us started if you guys want.
Oh, so you're going first this time?
Yeah, well, this is a discussion topic, douchebag. I have thought about quitting the podcast a few times this year.
We've
very
had those
seriously.
Conversations, kind of.
But very seriously thought about it, and I haven't said anything to Eli or Dave in a serious way. Then kind of recently, I texted Eli about it, and to my surprise, he said he was feeling kind of similarly, which is where the idea of this episode came up.
That's fair. It's a bad movie, and we really kind of are forcing it heavy. Well,
and the fact that a few things are fueling this feeling for me. The fact that we've had two guests that I've been very excited for cancel practically last minute on us, with Perry Andolin Blake, the director of Master of Disguise.
Yeah,
and,
that was a huge one.
And Shower Food Review Guy. Both, yeah, that is too small for my head. That I was very excited for, and both canceled on us, which was very frustrating.
Yeah.
And then we're not having much like finding guests, which I think is hurting our growth, which I think we're seeing in a huge drop in listeners. I think some of the emails, I don't know how to say this nicely. I really liked getting emails, and they're very fun. I get very excited when I get them. And when I respond to you, my feelings are very genuine. But it is just a weird thought to know that there are people out there who know me like that. Does that make sense?
No, and again, we've sort of gotten into the parasocial aspects of it a little bit, but I agree, it is strange.
And I want to touch on that one later, but I don't know, it's kind of exciting in a way, you know?
No, not for me. I don't like people knowing me. Dave's a weirdo who likes people knowing him, but
oh no, it's not even that. It's just that they know us of the podcast.
I know.
The meta episode we're doing, we do kind of play semi characters at least.
Yeah, it's very. I don't know how to word it because it's I have mixed feelings. I want the podcast to grow, but also I see because we get maybe how many listeners do we get an episode usually? Around 1,000 across all platforms.
Yeah, across every platform. This season's been hovering around 1,000 per episode.
Right, but which is good, but also if we got bigger, right? But if we got bigger, I can't imagine how much more it would be, and that just kind of makes me uncomfortable. If we're already getting jerk off emails at 1,000 listeners, what the fuck are we gonna get with 2,000 or 3,000? You know,
that jerk off thing. That wasn't even just a big moment for the podcast this year. That was a big moment in my life.
Yeah, most of that episode was just about the email, and that was fucking hilarious. I was dying the whole time.
I think about that email often, at least once a week.
I have not gone back to reread it in a while. But
no.
The longer we go without anyone coming forward to have claimed responsibility,
the more I'm sure it was real.
The more I am sure it was a 100% genuine. Like, it's funny. It really is funny. But
What's
also,
the worst they could say?
it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Also, just so everyone is aware, we are agreed to do next season. We're not canceling
Yeah, we're
it.
talking negative now, but this is more just like venting.
Well, and like, and
would be
if there is a chance that if we didn't have a movie picked out for next year and we weren't less prepared for next year, I probably would quit. But since we're already committed, I want to see it through at least for next year. And if it gets better, we'll do another season. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
And again,
like right
I
now,
feel
we are
next-
committing for one more year.
We're signing a contract for a year.
But if this doesn't like,
We're on a prove it deal in the NBA.
yeah, if we don't get, if this doesn't get more fun for us, we're done after next year.
Because if the listeners drop, which I'm assuming they will, just based on the movie we picked, I'm okay with that as long as it gets fun again.
Because that's the thing. Master Disguise was fun.
Even though the
In
movie
ways,
sucked, it was fun.
Yes, it had a lot more fun possibility than Kangaroo Jack, 2003.
Like I enjoyed making that 70-minute Master Disguise video.
Yeah.
Like it was fun for me. Kangaroo Jack is not an enjoyable. Like there's nothing.
Well, and
to
that's
gain
something
out of it.
when I tell very little people in my life about this. Some people I tell, but they don't know about the podcast. But like they don't know, like they just know me and my friends have a bet to watch it a ton of times a year, not why we do it. And they're like, "Is the movie actually that bad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
Well, okay, that's no. I'm glad you segued into that because no, the movie isn't the worst movie of all time.
No, it's different, but
that's the problem.
But try watching it 10 times in a month and tell me how you do. You know, because that's what I averaged almost last year for Master of Disguise. I got, 113, 112 movies in? So that's like 9 point...
You were almost at 120, right?
Right, so that's like 9 point something a month average. That,
Plus,
I can't imagine doing that for this movie. It would be impossible, I think.
No,
I mean,
I've
consistently for a year.
Like I've had a lot of. You're right. It would be a lot harder, but I too have had like a lot of 10 to 13 watches in a month.
Right, but not consistently over the course of a year.
No, and it is mostly just fucking forcing it because knowing that like, okay, if I get a lot of watches done in the beginning, later on in the year when I know it sucks, I can just kind of ignore it.
Right.
And now I've got 21 watches left.
I think part of the issue is that the movie isn't worse.
No, I agree with you because it's just boring. It's just boring.
Oh, yeah. It's just boring. There's no filler like in
that's why I'm excited for Tammy and the T-Rex.
Because probably as a movie, I love Tammy, but as a movie, it's probably worse. But
it's way worse.
Yeah, but it's way more fun. Way
It
worse.
was made for a fraction of the budget.
I watched this movie for fun, type of thing.
I own it on 4K.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
I got it on VHS.
But it's also I think it's a good choice for us because it's a movie that we like, but not so much that we're not afraid.
I'm okay if it's ruined. Yeah, I'm okay if this movie gets ruined.
Yes.
If we ruin Tammy and the T-Rex for ourselves, that's fine.
Right.
You wouldn't ruin Saw. That would
you can't ruin Saw, dude. 100 watches is nothing.
Yeah, But so to answer everyone's question, because I get that question a lot. People are like, if Kangaroo Jack gets brought up, I get angry, and it puts me in a bad mood. I will rant about it to strangers, and I'll notice the weird looks they're giving me.
Yeah.
I don't get angry. I get upset.
I just don't want to talk about it, dude. I just don't want to talk about this fucking movie.
I do this thing where I stop looking at the person I'm talking to, and I start looking into the sky. I'm
you're preaching.
Ranting,
yeah,
you're
to myself.
You're a preacher in Times Square or something.
This is I've noticed this about myself. This is a thing that happened. I was at my parents the other night for my mother's birthday, and my sister's boyfriend brought up Kangaroo Jack to me, and I actually literally looked upwards at the ceiling and started ranting about how it's the most dull, boring thing ever. And I realized that I was doing this. And and I apologized to him, and I'm like, I'm sorry I just kind of ranted a little bit at you. That wasn't that was directed towards just the situation.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm feeling very like I want to be away from this movie. I don't want to think about this movie. Like I don't want
it's just
to
hard
talk
to
about
experience.
this movie.
It's hard to experience this much.
And right, and since I don't even talk about the movie, like there's no passion behind this anymore. If that makes sense, like I just don't care.
There's no enthusiasm. There's no fun. I'm not having fun when
in any way. I don't want to talk. I want recording to end early. That's why, like, I'm sorry if in the last few episodes I've like seemed not.
Have you guys seen Good Day USA again at all?
I haven't. I didn't watch it this month.
I didn't watch it this month, but I've been watching it like mostly once a month. It's not required, but
it weirdly helps, right? It's kind of like
I just want everything away from. I don't give a shit about this movie anymore, man.
Well, you know what? Honestly, that was part of like the death of my enthusiasm, as we were saving the sequel because we're like, oh, there's a sequel, we'll have more to talk about. We barely discussed it
because there's nothing to fucking talk about, and it's better. Well, I mean, but it's like
the DVD game is cool.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Did you just say that?
Maybe
the DVD game is unbeatable.
I just got so angry. I felt like rage boil up inside of me thinking about that fucking game, dude.
Holy crap!
I'm like pissed off now.
I tried beating it, and then you fucking doubted me. You're like, "Oh, I'll beat it." Now you're incredibly more upset than I am.
Shut up.
I didn't get mad at the game. I just was like, "This is awful."
It's bad. You're taking your meds because you're upset.
I'm taking some ibuprofen now. Just for context for listeners, I have like the flu or something, so I'm very sick right now.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, to answer people's questions when they ask, is Kangaroo Jack really that bad?
Yes.
No. But
also no and yet. Yeah.
Like both. Yeah. Like simultaneously, like yes, no, it isn't the worst movie of all time. Like if someone was going to ask me what are the top 5 worst movies you've ever seen, Kangaroo Jack.
I'm being honest. This movie doesn't crack the top 100 worst movies I've seen. I think.
No, not even. But if I had to pick a least favorite,
I watch a worse movie than this almost every week. Like it
is a common thing.
Yeah, but I'd rather watch those movies more than this.
And it's funny because, like, literally, we watched this like at midnight on January 1st, and Michael said something that I should have heeded. I should have listened to him. He said, "This is the wrong kind of bad movie. Can we change it, please?"
Did I ask if we could change it? I don't remember that.
I remember talking about that.
And I said no, because we already announced it.
Oh, man, that's right.
We should have just gone back on it.
Man, fucking...
So I apologize.
Shit. But okay, that's why I feel a little bit better about Tammy and the T-Rex. Because, again, we know that it's a better kind of bad movie.
And let's not discuss the movie yet, but we've all seen it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This year.
We have all seen it this year, so we all know what we're signing up for this time.
That
Kangaroo Jack
did help.
I hadn't seen it since I was a child.
I'd never seen it.
I'd seen it when I was a teenager, I guess.
Actually, I think I did. I think I watched Kangaroo Jack once last year just to see what it was. Maybe I don't remember. I feel like I would have changed the movie if I had, though.
I don't know. Some listener is going to know if you said you did. Email us and let us know. If you email us and let us know, Eli will Venmo you $15.
That sucks to think back on, having the whole, this is the wrong kind of badge, we should change this, and then just going, nah.
We already announced it, and...
That's, I'm glad, but that sucks.
Oh my god, it's the worst. This is stupid. We should have picked We should have picked Cat in the Hat.
My wife said that to me recently. Emily was like... She was like, why did you guys pick Kangaroo Jack? And I was like, I don't know. And she was like, why didn't you just do Cat in the Hat? That's way more fun. And I was like, because Alan did it. And she's like,
That was our idea. It was like, oh, we can't do that because Alan did it. But also, even this year on the recording, Alan was like, why didn't you do Cat in the Hat?
Yeah.
He said that he would have watched more.
Right.
But even him, he had a great description of watching Cat in the Hat every day for a fucking year. And it was like, I turn the movie on, and then in the TV, just a black void opens. And that's fucking how I feel just watching Kangaroo Jack. it's no longer a movie. It's just the void.
I agree. This is like the movie just sort of happens. Like I genuinely feel like I'm like giving myself a form of PTSD. I'm not exaggerating. Like
this is the most dramatic thing I fucking heard.
No. I said a minor form because when I went back to watch Master of Disguise this year, I genuinely got like a physical reaction to it.
Eli'd be like, "You ever seen The Hurt Locker?"
Like that's Kangaroo Jack for me.
Like what is a minor version of PTSD? What do you call it? What's the term for it?
Like
Eli'd be like, "You ever seen Rambo?" That's me.
Don't make me. I'm not trying to compare myself.
Okay, I feel like
Eli'd be like, "They drew First Blood."
Okay, I feel like it's kind of like, all right, so it's not so much like it's gonna stop you, but like, okay, say you're cooking, you cut your finger. The next time you go to use the knife, you kind of like hesitate a little bit and you're overly cautious. Every time we watch this or talk about this movie, we kind of have to be like overly cautious about it.
I just feel like it's like, you know, not PTSD, conditioning. I have conditioned myself.
That's a good word.
Like,
that's a better
to get
word.
sick, like physically, like repulsed by these movies.
Yeah.
I just when I sat down to watch Master of Disguise again, I actually had to like stand up and like walk away.
Dude, I can't imagine how bad it's gonna be for fucking Kangaroo Jack.
I'm never gonna watch this movie again.
Yeah, dude, it'd take like $100, I think.
I like
at least for those first 6 months, it's gonna take like $100.
I mean, I said this same joke with Master of Disguise. It came down to like, you know, at the beginning of the year, we're gonna have the joke of like, oh, do you want to watch Master of Disguise? Ha 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 ha. But then like 6 months down the line,
guys,
we would actually watch it.
I just had an idea.
What?
This is a really good idea. Okay, hear me out. We open a Patreon. And for a $25 subscription, we'll do an audio jerk-off instruction for you.
That's so much cheaper than we initially said
just
on the show.
Yeah, fan sub.
Yeah, but it's monthly. It's monthly.
Oh,
you only get one.
Well, they could just cancel. I don't.
It's monthly.
No one would do that. No one would do that.
Yeah, no one would ever cancel.
All right, guys, look out for the Patreon/Turtle Club.
Okay, so do we have anything else that we'd like to say about like the meta aspects of this? Like,
no, I think we should just talk about next year and wrap it up. To be honest,
that's what I was thinking. This is going to be a short episode, everyone.
I don't know. Just
like in conclusion.
You have something, Dave? Hold on. Do you have something, Dave?
I want to talk about the whole fan thing is like the biggest point that I really do want to talk about. Because, I mean, I remember, like you said, you and Eli kind of had, like, heavy feelings about quitting. I was there, too, but then, like, we started getting more and more just regular kind of fan emails. And it's not like we're...
Yeah, like, those are nice.
One or two.
Yeah, but it's just, like...
It's kind of... Okay, it's kind of funny. So I have...
we should plug our email. We haven't yet. Go ahead, someone plug it. I always forget it.
Oh yeah, the turtleclub69@gmail.com.
Yeah, the turtleclub69@gmail.com. But I've got a bucket list, like up on my fucking wall and everything, and it's fun because like I've got one on there that just says become internet famous, and Eli and I had like a little side project fucking a decade ago.
That's how I met Dave.
Oh my god, that's right.
We tried to have a Let's Play channel like 10 years ago.
And they, after their first editor quit, quit is such a dramatic word. They hired me on. So I don't know if I'm still in Dave's phone as this, but for the longest time I was in Dave's phone as Michael, Eli's friend, editor.
No, it's Michael, editor, Eli's friend.
Yeah.
And then it's got like the
double parentheses.
Yeah, the nesting parentheses there.
Yeah,
but
because I used to edit their fucking videos.
Yeah, but like...
And now someone just made it an anime channel.
Yeah, that was all Michael.
Yeah,
Michael made it an anime.
I don't even have to log in anymore. All right.
Yeah,
it was called Pigeonholes 2 Games. For anyone who's interested, if we say anything problematic, I apologize. This was a long time ago.
We have Larry Boy and the Bad Apple, where we talk about jerking off and the dangers of masturbation.
This section might get cut, depending on if what do you mean by problematic?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember what we said 10 years ago, so I just want to warn people.
Yeah. Different time.
But
I mean, but back then,
Dave was only 74.
But I mean, we had a stream of viewers kind of like watching our videos, so I just went, you know what? Fuck it. I don't know these people that watch my shit and make one comment, even if it just says first. Like, I'll check the board. That's me getting internet famous. So then coming back to getting regular fan emails and getting just kind of small things where people are like, yeah, you know, you're my favorite host. That feels great to me, even like in a weird parasocial sense that like they don't know who I am like physically. They've never met me, and I've never met them.
Yeah, but that's what feels weird to me because it's like they
don't
fun. Know me. But they don't know me at all. Like, and this sounds mean, but like. I feel like disconnected from them so much that it's like they don't like if they say they like me or they say I'm annoying, they don't know me either way. You know, it just feels
really
weird.
Like I guess in this sense, I'm valuing the fact that like they know and enjoy the character I portray. I guess. I mean, even if it's like, you know, 85%.
Dave, you play the least character out of any of us. I just want to point out, Dave, the thing Dave plays down is that he's actually dumber in real life, okay? So I want to point that out. And I also want to point out that Dave and I love each other, and we're not actually mean to each other.
That's a little much.
But Dave's also an idiot.
Loves a strong word.
I think we've gone over this, that we do play hyperbolic versions of ourselves.
I'd say I'm like 85% the real.
No, and it's probably like 75%. Like, I'm not like, it's like Larry David, you know?
Yeah.
But again, like just that little connection, like a fan would latch on to that and then have fun with it. It's cool. It really does kind of help keep me going with the whole thing.
I agree and disagree on different levels.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I'm in the same spot as Eli. It just... I do love the emails. Please keep emailing. I do like getting them. My responses to you guys are always very genuine. There's no like...
TurtleClub69@gmail.com.
If you email me, I'll be completely genuine. But it still just feels a little weird.
It is strange.
It's weird, but I love it. I want more of it. I can't get enough of it. I think it's the best thing in the world that we get any interaction at all.
Well, didn't we watch The Master of Disguise with a fan last year?
We did.
And that was a fun time. That was a fun time. Nice. He was a cool guy.
I forget his name. I'm sorry.
He hasn't emailed us in a while.
Yeah, we guys...
maybe he's not that cool after all. Fuck him.
I forget his name. I apologize. But he was really nice. We Discorded with him. Maybe he's still in the other Discord.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
let's start wrapping up here.
Let's discuss next year. So the things that we are doing for next year to make this more bearable for us.
Yes. Let me say this. We are eliminating a guest every episode. We will have guests every now and again, but we are...
a treat.
Right, if it's convenient. But it is kind of a pain in the ass to bother our friends to get on.
There are some people that want to be guests.
Yeah, and some people I feel kind of bad for asking them to be on.
I feel like we'd have Chris as kind of like a regular...
Chris is a mainstay. I want to have Jacob on next year if he's willing.
Oh yeah, Jacob.
Of course. And of course, there's Alan.
There's Alan, and here's the thing about Alan, everyone. I teased it at the beginning. A few things I want to say. One, him and I are married. I'm divorcing Emily to get with Alan. Two, he's leaving me to get with Dave. And three, he's going to be a permanent host next year.
Yeah, Alan's going to be our permanent fourth. We
asked him a few months ago.
I'm excited.
That sounds great.
We're excited about that. That is step one to making next year more bearable.
It's a good.
I would say step one was the movie choice.
Yes,
because we spent a lot of time thinking about that movie of Tammy and the T-Rex, and I think that's going to be good. And then Alan, I think, is going to be also helpful because we already know we get along with Alan. We have good chemistry with Alan,
and especially if we have like four of us, I feel like mentally we can get into the idea that like if we take 20 minutes on our section each, that's like an hour 20 podcast.
It also eliminates the need to find a guest every episode.
Right, and then we don't have to catch guests up, which is fine. That doesn't bother me, but it's like I feel like there's going to be a better flow with the episodes.
Yeah,
we can build on things easier.
Here's already the known lore that's goofy as fuck.
In a way,
Right.
it'll be nice to have sort of like a bubble where like it's just the four of us,
Yeah.
like trapped and doing this crazy bullshit together.
But every once in a while, there'll just be 5 people on them instead of our max of 4. So those episodes might feel a little bloated, but we'll try to figure out how to make them not too long. I'll tell Dave to not pretend like he has notes, and we'll be good.
Yeah. You're one to talk, Mister. I'm done.
And then, yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
It's kind of
I
feel good about that.
Can we just try to stick to the bare minimum next year for viewings?
I'm gonna watch it as much as I want to watch it. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm not gonna. If I want to watch it more, I'm gonna watch it more. If I don't want to watch more, I'm not. Okay.
I'm gonna make it like I want to do at least.
No. I'm not. Don't set a goal. I'm not setting a number for myself. I'm just gonna watch when I want to watch it, when I feel like watching it, at least once a month, maybe more. That's my plan.
I want to get at least. I want to get at least more than 4 a month. Like that's my goal. Because in a stupid way, it makes it easier. I mentioned this before. Just having the whole daunting. Oh my god! I have to watch Kangaroo Jack 2003 again because it's fucking Sunday. That's awesome. But having that daunting looming goal in the distance, being like, all right, fuck. Instead, where you watch it just like you want to do just randomly, it makes it a lot easier because you're like, okay, I have to get one in a week, but I can watch it again.
I like Michael's thing where it's like we will watch it as much as we want to watch it.
We'll do the bare minimum, and then I'll watch it more if I want.
If need be. Have you guys seen the movie Talk to Me?
Oh, yeah. Did you just ask me that?
I was mostly asking Dave.
No, I have not.
We've talked about it. That near the beginning of that movie, a kangaroo gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't escape.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I can't escape this bullshit.
I can't escape.
It's it's bummed me out for the beginning of the movie. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up. That was the thing I noticed. That was like my one note this month.
Yeah. I actually did have like a wild note. I fucking made a calendar reminder.
Okay, can I say something while we're waiting on Davey?
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys want to talk about Saw, please email me and watch Saw 10 now on digital and theaters. Please watch Saw and email me about it. Please.
Yeah. All right, Dave, give us the note, but then we got to wrap up. I'm done with this.
Yeah, so Lewis is an unknown plant by the FBI because he got captured due to the Greyhound thing, blah, blah, blah. Who cares?
All right. That's the end of the episode, everyone.
I get it.
You just said Lewis, and it, like, gave me a negative reaction.
We're gonna wrap it up there. Next month, I promise it'll be an actual episode. I think Alan is our next guest. We'll just announce it now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Plus, we have it's also our good end of year roundup because I'll be out with you guys and we're getting the matching tattoos.
Well, no. Next time we have 2 episodes in December. That's how we do it.
Oh fuck! Yeah. No, I don't want to get a tattoo of this movie. I forgot about that.
We gotta get Charlie.
Charlie.
Wait, can we just get the words Charlie?
I want CHOLLY.
Sure, can we do that?
Charlie.
Yeah.
Can we do that and then maybe like a silhouette of a kangaroo?
I thought we were doing like the back of the boat where they had like...
Wait, hold on. Let's just discuss this right now. What if we just do like an outline of a kangaroo, like not even colored in, just an outline, and then a speech bubble that says Charlie?
Boom, done.
All right, we're doing that.
Dave, you good?
No.
What's wrong with Charlie?
I want the kangaroo jacket.
No, that's the only good... No, because we can't get color from this lady. She's terrible.
We cannot get color from this artist.
And even something filled in is terrible, dude. My Master of Disguise tattoo is fucking terrible. You guys will see it in our like new pictures for these ones. The Master of Disguise one is faded as fuck. We cannot do anything complicated. We have to do an outline of something and then text.
You're right. Because she is rough with that needle.
Dude, she's rough with it, and she didn't even make us sign a waiver.
No, that's the sketchiest part of this whole thing.
Halfway through, she was like, should have made you guys sign something. Dude, I probably have fucking AIDS now. I probably have HIV in my body now.
Probably. Catch a little hepatitis, you're fine.
I like the idea of like Charlie with like a kangaroo outline.
You're right.
You gotta keep it simple. You gotta keep it. But she only charges like $40. So
Yeah, this is cheap ass tattoos. This is shop minimum 50.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening, bro. Next month will be a normal episode, I promise. Sorry if you guys didn't like this one.
Yeah,
Charlie?
the email is theturtleclub69@gmail.com. Twitter/X is at turtleclubpod.
You wouldn't
and then I want to shout out my letterbox. My letterbox is Joe Cousteau, JOCUSTO. Follow me on there for good movie reviews. I just watched this movie called The Wailing today. It's a South Korean horror movie. Excellent movie. Wow. Blew me away.
Wow.
And then I also watched Kangaroo Jack today.
All right. I love you all.
Yeah, love you, fans. Please email us, turtleclub69.
We'll see you next month. Thank you for listening to our bullshit.
Who were those people?
Bye. All right, all you turtos and turtets. That's the show. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.